Yo, guys, I hope you're doing well. I hope everyone's having a good day. I want to run over in this video the scaling thesis to actually book 20 to 25 appointments once this is all dialed in. I'm not guaranteeing you that you're going to book after using the system and utilizing the scaling processes that you're going to book 20 to 25 appointments easily. But once this is all dialed in, this is the framework to actually book 20 to 25 appointments for your agency or online consulting business. So we're going to jump straight into it today. Just a bit of a chill one. And yeah, let's get cracking. Okay, so who is this actual video for? Okay. Just to clarify, it's for agency owners and online coaches struggling with booking consistent calls, so booking consistent qualified sales calls. Booking qualified calls as well. Knowing what to leverage to book calls, so how to position sales assets, how to gather attention, what to leverage within your conversational workflows to actually book you 20 to 25 appointments per week, and building the right systems in place to book qualified calls. If we don't have an infrastructure behind our acquisition, then you cannot expect to book qualified appointments. Yes, you can expect to book an appointment here and there, book an appointment, then your client churns or whatever, but without the actual systems, without the processes behind your acquisition, building a growth team, etc., you just cannot expect to book that many calls within this game, okay? And that's why I want to run over in this quick video, and I hope you find a ton of value from it, okay? First thing we need to dial in, and guys, I know this is a little bit boring, you want to go into the appointment setting stuff, but this is super, super important for you to understand in order to actually build better growth campaigns, build better acquisition processes around your actual front-end marketing. It's dialing in your offer, okay? Super, super important. So what we want to go over is the value proposition. So what value proposition are you bringing to the market? Why should people listen to you? Why should people sign up to your service? And why are you an asset in their business that can take them from point A to point B, okay? So the key principles, right? The first thing you want to ask yourself is, why would anyone actually pay me 2 to 5K? Right? Why would anyone pay that? Okay. You need to introspectively analyze your service inputs and your unique mechanism and why people are going to pay you for that. Okay. If you can't come up with like at least 2 to 5 reasons right now as to why someone would actually pay you for your product/service, then it isn't the scalable offer, okay? That's what you really need to ask yourself. So the key principles of a fantastic offer, okay? One is service market fit. Now, service/product market fit is about meeting the demands of the market. You cannot create problems. You cannot go into a niche and suddenly create a problem. So for example, if you were to go into say a coach or consultant's business and say, hey, we want to run you Facebook ads, or if you're pushing a Facebook ad offer, like, if it doesn't fit their business, if it doesn't fit the market's needs, if it doesn't fit the demands, if it doesn't fit the constraint, if it doesn't alleviate the pain from the bottlenecks and constraints, then it isn't a scalable offer because it's simply not a needed constraint, okay? So please build an offer that is service market fit. Think what the market needs, think what the market wants, regardless of how difficult the problem is to solve. In fact, if you can solve more difficult problems in your offer, so if your offer can solve really, really difficult problems for your clients, so for example, for my agency, we solve client acquisition, we solve scaling, we solve service delivery problems, we build a growth team. We're solving problems, right? If you aren't solving problems within your agency, then you're very capped at who's going to sign on and how many clients you can onboard, right? Second thing is increasing revenue or decreasing time. So for your client to come on board, whether your agency or your coaching business is a one-time purchase or whether it's a monthly offer, like, they need to make revenue out of it, right? Like, no one's going to pay you 5K up front if you can't make them more money, if that investment isn't going to make you more money. So for example, for my agency, we guarantee 15K a month for agencies, online coaches, or B2B or B2C service providers. We guarantee 15K a month, right? So by paying the price that it takes to come as a client, it's almost like a no-brainer, right? You can see how you can build that model. You can build the leverage within the model, within the guarantee, to make it pretty like a no-brainer offer, right? And you need to do that within your agency or coaching business, okay? So increase revenue or simply decrease the time, right? Entrepreneurs are busy people. Business owners are busy people. Solve problems which decrease the amount of time they need to stay in a particular department or an element within their business or a variable within their company, so they can spend more time on other things, right? Dialing in a fantastic back end, better front end marketing, etc., right? Increase revenue, decrease time. Super, super important. Introspectively analyze your service inputs right now and whether you increase revenue or decrease time. Decrease their time within that department so they can do that other things, okay? Third is done for you plus done with you, okay? I really think we are pivoting into a new era of SMMA and online consulting businesses in general, where you have to have like a done with you element, but you have to have a done for you element, right? So within my agency, we have a ton of done for you client acquisition, done for you growth campaigns, done for you editors, a lot of done for you, but it's also done with you, because we want to take our clients on a customer experience with us. Okay, we don't want to just take over their business for an entire month and they don't have any knowledge equipped with us. When you don't really leave our agency, it's a little bit different, but we want to have the knowledge. We want to equip them with knowledge. We want to equip them with insights. We want to equip them with the psychological change within their life and their business that equips them with the leverage to forever scale and forever sustain a business, right? A profitable one. Really important. So add a done for you / done with you element. Now this is going to be a lot more easier if you guys have personal brands and you guys can actually leverage yourself in consulting or build out an education side of your agency where you actually give them modules or within your coaching program. But done for you plus done with you is the way to scale. I guarantee you that. Now, we've got into the offer, the actual variables of the offer. Let's go over around the branding of your offer and the marketing on the front end of your offer, okay? So dial in these 3 principles to build strong incentives behind your offer messaging, okay? So, psychological conversion points that we're going to go over is 1, unique mechanism. You need to brand your mechanism in a way which is unique, right? I'll actually show you a quick example. But just for a quick example here, I'm not just like doing this to like plug my own agency or whatever, but like I just want to show you that I actually do this. I'm not just chatting waffle. So for example, right, we help scale agencies and coaches to 15K to 30K a month profit with our multiply acquisition funnel. It's the unique mechanism. You see, it has a different branding behind it, okay? You want to create your mechanism, which is marketed uniquely, right? Because if we said here, right, with content ads and setters, or we place appointment setters, it doesn't have the same kind of branding, it doesn't have the same kind of marketing than if you were to say the multiply acquisition funnel, where we're going to multiply your acquisition with our funnel. Okay, so that's just a quick example of I used it, because it'd be pointless for me to like show anyone else using that than me. Of me actually branding my agency with a unique mechanism, right? Putting a unique spin on it, putting a unique marketing angle around it. This is actually what we help clients do. But it has this psychological like conversion point in your prospect's head where it's like, this is unique. This is going to take me from point A to point B. This is nothing I've ever seen before. This is different from what the gurus are saying, right? All these kind of like psychological conversion points that you need to dial in for your own front end acquisition. Okay, super important. I want all of you guys doing that. Second is client results, right? Like I could sit here as like a YouTube guru right now and be like, guys, don't worry if you don't have client results. Like, don't worry, like you still scale. You can do well, but obviously it'll help, right? I'm not going to sit here and lie. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you guys and be like, oh, don't worry that you don't have client results. Like, come on, bro. Like, keep watching my channel. It's going to help you guys. I'm not going to lie. It's going to really, really help you guys. So if you can have client results, that's going to be a fantastic psychological conversion point, okay? And then break existing beliefs, okay? So what do I mean by this? Every one of your prospects right now has existing beliefs that is holding them back, that is building like an invisible wall between them signing up with your service because they don't believe certain variables within your service, okay? So for example, if I was to sign on a online coach, right? If it's an online coach doing 2K per month, right? He has existing beliefs that stops him from thinking that he can get to 7, 10, 15K a month, right? So when I pitch him that I want to get you to 15 to 30K a month, right? It can't happen. He won't sign on because he has an existing belief. So what can I do? I can educate him. I can nurture him, right? Same with an agency owner. So come on, right? If you're an agency owner doing around 2K, you don't believe you can get to 15K, right? Therefore, you probably wouldn't book a call with my company. But if I can break beliefs, if I can educate you and then bring you fantastic value, you can see how that really, really helps actually break existing beliefs and have really good front-end marketing for your prospects. So please, guys, write that down. You need to break your prospects' existing beliefs in your content, in your marketing, in your ad copy, in your outreach messages, right? In your sales conversation workflow. Break existing beliefs, please, okay? And this will increase incentives. So the overall thing that we're doing here is increasing incentives for someone to sign on for your service, right? So what's the incentives? What's the driving points, okay? And then you have a call booked. If you dial all that in, if you have key principles within the offer, if you find service market fit, if you have a done with you / done for you model, if you increase revenue minus time, if you have psychological conversion points, client results breaking existing beliefs, unique mechanism, you increase incentive and you book more qualified appointments, okay? I hope you kind of understood that and that was a lot of value for you, okay? Second, right, once we have a really, really good offer dialed in on the back end, it's about the appointment setting thesis to actually book 20 to 25 sales calls per day, okay? So how do we start, right? And this is what we actually do for our clients. Scripts, qualified prospect, right? So the scripts is the sales conversational workflow, right? The how we're going to book consistent meetings, how we're going to break existing beliefs, how we're going to present our unique mechanism, how we're going to dial all of this in to actually get these prospects wanting to buy, right? And coming onto the sales call almost pre-sold. So we help our clients build scripts. And the second is a qualified prospect. You guys need to be understanding who you are targeting, which segment of the market are you going after, and which unique problems are you trying to solve. Super, super important. You understand the problem fundamentally that you are trying to solve for your clients. And if you don't understand that, how the hell are you ever going to break their existing beliefs and present that you can solve that problem? Please give me an answer. So really, really important. And then you want to pile that into an outbound growth team, okay? This outbound growth team is designed to position sales assets. So actually position your sales assets and your content in a way which nurtures and educates the prospect into booking a call. Gather attention. So we actually use little methods, little tactics to actually gather attention in outbound prospecting. And then use sales frameworks to book consistent meetings, okay? And this is what we actually help our clients do. Your outbound growth team should be doing at least 250 DMs per day. If you aren't doing at least 250 DMs per day, how can you expect to book qualified meeting, guys? Because you're not gathering enough attention. You're not getting your offer in front of the right people. You're not having enough conversations to dig pain points, break existing beliefs effectively, okay? So please, 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 for your company, dial in at least 250 DMs per day. Then you have to pick which acquisition channel you're actually going to be leveraging, right? You can't be going on these acquisition channels, utilizing 2 to 3, utilizing 4. You need to dial in a couple, okay? So for our clients, we're actually dialing in Instagram and Facebook mainly, but we want to get into paid audiences as well, right? But Facebook and Instagram is by far the best way and the best acquisition channels to leverage, unless it's your own audience. Like your own audience will always be the best. But Instagram and Facebook is so vital and so good to leverage because everybody's on there, right? All your targeted prospects are on there. And of course, if you're pushing a different kind of offer, if you're pushing like Facebook ads towards solar companies, etc., then it might be, cold email might be the best. But anyway, they're going to be on Instagram, they're going to be on Facebook, okay? And obviously, you can use LinkedIn and all this kind of stuff as well. But super, super important, you dial in an outbound growth team to do at least 250 messages per day on one of these specific acquisition channels. And if your growth team is actually trained, you can position sales assets, you can gather attention, you can use sales frameworks to book consistent meetings. Super important. Then you have the prospect, right? And you can go 2 ways about this, right? You can go either a direct VSL, so you can ask for a VSL and request. A VSL is a video sales letter when you simply educate the prospect, take them through a transformational, and then actually give a call to action of like book a call with my team. Or you can have a conversational workflow where you qualify the prospect, you dig pain points, you break existing beliefs, and you show why your new mechanism is different and why it would take them from point A to point B. So you can go the 2 routes, guys. And then from the reaction, you want to activate different processes, right? If the reaction is a reply, you simply want to educate, you want to book the meeting, and then you want to close the deal. Okay? Educate, book the meeting, close the deal. If they ghost, you want to put them back through a content asset, which will educate them, book the meeting, close the deal. This is what we help our clients do. Super, super powerful. A lot of you have prospects in your ecosystem and you're not utilizing it. You're not using your maximum potential because you simply, when a prospect goes away, you don't have the content asset, which puts them back through the educational process, right? Educating them, nurturing them, etc. Booking the meeting, then closing the deal again, where you just let the prospect go, right? He's in your ecosystem, but you let him go. Super, super important. Now, if you guys are prospecting on Instagram, obviously, please build a profile. Please build a really, really good profile. This is going to help you with longevity. It's going to help you with profitability. It's going to help you getting consistent lead flow. Have your client results up. Okay? Super, super important you actually have your client results up. If you don't have client results, then it's a little bit more difficult. But this is super, super important. But please build a fantastic profile, right? This is the profile I'm utilizing around to book qualified appointments. And as you can see, it's very, very optimized, right? I have my headline of who I help. I have the call to action if you want to get started with me straight away. I have the free training incentive, which goes straight to my YouTube channel, and then you can book a call with my team if you want to straight from there. But I have nurturing content asset. Guys, everything I say, I do. Everything I say, I do. If you've watched me from day one, I've always said build a personal brand, right? If you scroll down, you'll see like me, less me, younger me, doing the exact same thing, okay? So when you prospect from an account like this, so much more effective, right? And this is how we're actually scaling with growth campaigns because we have a fantastic profile, Okay, super important if you're doing Instagram. If you're doing cold email, doesn't really matter. But if you guys are prospecting on Instagram and don't have a great profile, how can you book qualified appointments, right? Unless you're building growth teams, unless you're doing 250 DMs per day, and it's extremely difficult. Okay, optimize your profile, show your client results, and show who you are. Super important. Now, that was the 20 to 25 call appointment setting process. What do you do when you have the client, right? Client success is one of the key contributors to how far you scale. So we make sure to actually dial in our service delivery process. So when you actually become a client of multipleclients.io, we help you with the service delivery, right? But what does service delivery actually entail when you dial in really good backend systems? Well, it goes from onboarding to service delivery, and then you're in this constant flywheel where you have case studies, referrals, testimonials, which in turn increase your conversion percentage of all your outbound campaigns, all your growth campaigns, all your inbound DMs, because you have more results, obviously. Increased client, which is increased MRR. Increased assets to leverage in the form of results, interviews, pieces of educational pieces of content that you can actually use to market. And monthly recurring revenue, right, which you can put into ramping up operations, etc. Okay, and that is the process. That is the thesis to book 20 to 25 sales calls per day. Okay, so let's overview. Okay, don't click off this video yet. We need to overview. It's gone through your head already. Building your really good value proposition, building your offer, dialing in an outbound growth team that knows how to position sales assets, knows how to gather attention, knows how to use sales framework to book consistent meetings, leveraging an acquisition channel. If it's Instagram, please optimize your profile. Having a prospect direct VSL conversational workflow, knowing what to do when you get a reaction, reply, educate, meeting, educate, voice note, VSL, etc. Ghost, content asset, back to educate, close the deal, and then have really good backend systems to have the flywheel effect of case studies, referrals, testimonials, increase conversion percentage, increase leverage asset. Okay, if you have enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe. I was just giving free value there. And if you are an agency owner, an online coach, or a high ticket course creator, and you are looking to dial in these systems, it's completely done for you. Book a call with my team, and I'll probably personally be on the call, and we'll get talking, and we'll potentially get cracking if it's a right fit, if you think the price is good, and we'll get started. Okay, but I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time. Peace.